All right, now to Capitol Hill and Democratic Senator Joe Manchin of the Armed Services Committee. Senator, it's always great to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. So you saw the speech last night. Did the president answer all of your questions? Are you now ready to vote for more resources?
No. First of all, it's a powerful speech, and it's one that I haven't seen him give since he's been president. So I was very pleased with that. He laid out a direction, a plan, and that was very pleasing also. Now, once we get into the details, I'll know at 4 o'clock here very shortly more of what's inside of that. I have a problem with one part mainly. That is paying for training and arming Syrian rebels that we're not sure are our friends. I asked the question, why can't the Saudis, why can't the Arab nations it's in their backyard, why can't they do that? They have the resources, they have the expertise. It's to their best interest also. We can give the technical air support, the tactical support. We can do all the things that we're very, very good at. We're not good at putting troops on the ground and getting out of that part of the world. It hasn't proved good for the last 12 to 13 years. I'm concerned about that, so I want to hear more.
Senator, was there an answer to that question when you asked it?
Not yet. Not yet, but I'm going to ask the question at 4 o'clock.
So, Senator, does that mean that you are unlikely to vote for authorization to train and arm rebels there in Syria?
Right now, I can't do that. I cannot support arming the rebels who we have not been able to identify. The last I heard about the rebels in Syria, these are the same people maybe who sold one of our correspondents who got their head cut off. So I'm just saying it's a very unstable situation. We have proven for the last 12 years people that we have trained, people we have clothed, people we have fed, people we have armed, turn those arms against us. I just don't see the end game here unless those people, basically the Arab nations from that part of the world who have plenty of resources, plenty of wealth, plenty of expertise, plenty of arms, that are right next door that can be training these rebels, why shouldn't they be doing it? Why do we have to do it?
Senator, I too don't understand what the end game is for this this campaign that we're about to launch. I assume you are uncomfortable once again going to war without a clearly defined endpoint.
Absolutely. Now here's what I support wholeheartedly, and I think our mission should be very clear to everybody in the world. If you plan to do harm, if you're training to do harm, if you're preparing to do harm to America or Americans anywhere you are, we have the right to come and get you, and we'll do it. We have the tactical technicians, special ops, we have the Air Force, we have the drones, we have all of the technology available to us. We do not have to put men and women from America at harm's way any more than must be in order for us to protect America. With that being said, that part of the world has to be willing to fight and die for themselves. They have to have some identity to this. They have to have some input to this. They can't say, well, the Americans will come and do it all. Then we'll blame the Americans, and we'll fault them for choosing sides. You know, they said, well, you've chose the Shiites over the Sunnis, so the Sunnis started and formed ISIL and made ISIL a threat that they are today. We're still going to have terrorists, and I don't think there's going to be a time in our life, your life, or your children's life, that we won't have terrorists in the world that we have to be concerned about. And I have to be convinced that there's a direct threat. I believe ISIL is a threat to the United States of America. How much of that threat right now depends on what we hear and what we see. I've gone to all the intel. I've gone to all the secured briefings. I just came from a noon intel briefing. So I'm getting all the knowledge and all the information I possibly can to make an informed decision. I'm just not sold that it is the right direction for us to go, since we have a history and a track record that for 12 years we've tried this. We tried this, and these are people that we have we've built up a 200,000 person army in Iraq. We've spent $1 trillion. We've armed them, we've fed them. We've trained them, and they walked away.
Absolutely.
They walked away.
It sounds like the meeting at 4 o'clock will be very interesting and
yes,
very, very important. Senator Joe Manchin, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.